Hello everyone and welcome back to another Storytime video. And today I am going to talk about my last day of college. Now, this is the last day of trade school that I had. And by the way, since Doom the Dark Ages is coming out in less than 2 weeks, and I'm really excited about that game coming out, even pre-ordered it and everything, I decided to play Doom 2016, so that's the gameplay for today in the background. I will probably get background gameplay of the new Doom game either next month or July. But yes. But let's get into the story today. Now, I don't remember doing a ton of work. Maybe I had an assignment or two that I needed to do, but for the most part, uh, we were all done with stuff. At least I was all done with stuff. Uh, and uh, so, in terms of schoolwork, like, there's not a whole lot for me to discuss. Uh, I mean, it's kind of like the last day of high school, where that last week I didn't really have a whole lot of work. Uh, I do remember doing a couple finals, um, but I was able to skip doing the math final because I was already making an A, and she didn't make us do the final if we were already making an A. And I said, well, I thought, well, I'm just gonna sleep instead. So that's what I did. But this isn't about high school. This is about college. Now, so didn't have a whole lot of work to do, as I tried to get it all done the day before, because my last day was a Thursday. So I tried to get everything done that week, that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday that I needed to. Because, well, typically at the end of our trimesters, we would have like games or cookouts or whatever as a class or as a school. And uh, so I tried to get all my work done so that I could just bring in my computer. And what my big thing was for back when I was in school is that I loved to bring my computer in and finish the last level of something, whether it was I'm reading the last level of Doom Eternal in school. Well, in the classroom right before Thanksgiving break, I remember completing Bully, the last bit of that. I remember I don't think I beat Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon in there, even though I wanted to, because I couldn't properly get on the network there. But I did beat the original Resident Evil 4 on my last day, and we watched a movie or two. I don't remember what we. I wasn't beating Resident Evil 4, the original. I uh, I was looking up more information about a company that I had interviewed for the day before. So I was looking stuff up about the area because that job was not in the city that I went to school in, and that I would have to drive there a pretty good distance every day to get to my job there. And so I was looking up stuff about the city, more stuff about the company than I already knew. Which, pro tip, by the way, if you are about to go in for a job interview or whatnot, look up some information about the company beforehand. I came in armed with knowledge to that job interview uh, that I think helped me get the job. And I was looking up more information about them that I didn't know. So it's not like I went into that job interview not knowing anything. I just didn't know as much. Well, there was more to learn about the company. So I was doing that as well. And some people brought some food in. I remember eating, and I remember just hanging out with my classmates and my teacher and just thanking him for uh, everything that he had done for me to help me get to where, or helping me help give me the tools that I use to really make a career out of what I wanted, or what I wanted to do. Because really, uh, assignments are learning tools, and teachers give you the tools in order for you to succeed. Now, if you misuse those tools or ignore those tools, that's on you. But they give you the tools that you need to succeed, and you've got to know how to use the tools. And it's okay to ask for help, but I'm kind of getting off on a uh, I'm kind of getting off topic here. I think they played beanbag toss or cornhole. Cornhole. That's what it's called cornhole. Either in the hallway right outside the classroom, or well, other classes did right outside our classroom, or outside the school. And the school is not a very big school, by the way. So uh, it would have made sense to have it outside if they were going to do that. And so yeah, uh, I don't want to say it was mundane, but uh, it was good. It was a good last day. I I do miss going to that school sometimes, and every once in a while I will visit that class, and because my instructor is still there, uh, and I still talk to him regularly. I actually talked to him about a week ago, like texted him. I haven't talked to him over the phone in a while because it's hard to call somebody like that when they're in class, or you're at work at the same time, or you just, it's the timing is a bit difficult. Um, but sometimes I do visit that class whenever I'm in town and I have the opportunity to do so. Uh, and I think I'll try to visit them this July if they let me. Where I may share as much as I can about what it's like in the field, and let them ask me all sorts of questions about stuff, and just kind of fill them in on some of the knowledge and some of the stuff that I've seen out there in the field. So, and I haven't. been there since November last year, so it's been a while. Uh, so it's just a matter of having the time off and then actually making that effort and then making sure that there's enough student turnover there such that there's fresh faces there. Doesn't have to be entirely new fresh faces, but it makes it easier if there well, it makes it more worthwhile in my opinion if there are fresh faces there cuz then I don't have to feel like I'm repeating myself to everybody. But yeah. So yeah, I miss going to school there. I highly recommend going to school, going to college, and if you haven't already, and you're thinking about it, if you can afford it, that is. But yeah, uh, that will pretty much do it for me today. Sorry, my last day of tech school or trade school was kind of boring. Um, but yeah, I mean, I guess I'm a bit boring as a person, so it kind of works out uh somewhat. But yeah, and see us guys, I do believe that that will do it for this storytime video and Slank storytime video. I will see you all later. Goodbye guys. Thank you all for watching. And